OSHA 1910.12, Construction Work. 1910.12a, Standards. The standards prescribed in Part 1926 of this chapter are adopted as occupational safety and health standards under Section 6 of the Act, and shall apply, according to the provisions thereof, to every employment and place of employment of every employee engaged in construction work. Each employer shall protect the employment and places of employment of each of his employees engaged in construction work by complying with the appropriate standards prescribed in this paragraph. 1910.12b. Definition. For purposes of this section, construction work means work for construction, alteration, and/or repair, including painting and decorating. See discussion of these terms in SARF 1926.13 of this title. 1910.12c. Construction Safety Act distinguished. This section adopts, as occupational safety and health standards under Section 6 of the Act, the standards which are prescribed in Part 1926 of this chapter. Thus, the standards, substantive rules, published in Subpart C and the following subparts of Part 1926 of this chapter are applied. This section does not incorporate Subparts A and B of Part 1926 of this chapter. Subparts A and B have pertinence only to the application of Section 107 of the Contract Work Hours and Safety Standards Act, the Construction Safety Act. For example, the interpretation of the term subcontractor in paragraph C of paragraph 1926.13 of this chapter is significant in discerning the coverage of the Construction Safety Act and duties thereunder. However, the term subcontractor has no significance in the application of the Act, which was enacted under the Commerce Clause, and which establishes duties for employers, which are not dependent for their application upon any contractual relationship with the federal government or upon any form of federal financial assistance. 1910.12d. For the purposes of this part, to the extent that it may not already be included in paragraph B of this section, construction work includes the erection of new electric transmission and distribution lines and equipment, and the alteration, conversion, and improvement of the existing transmission and distribution lines and equipment.